Good morning, and thanks for joining us on the Tuesday edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Dan Ikboy. It's a full house this morning. I have Super Sam Omashe here, as well as Mike Okwoche. Gentlemen, it's a good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you on the show this morning.
Great to be here.
Now, conversations have been generating across the media space as well as on social media with regards to the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, going to, commiserate with or going to celebrate the Eid with the Muslim community. And that has generated reactions because a lot of persons feel that they did not see him, mingling with these persons while he was campaigning, and they are wondering why now. Sam?
I think that the Labour Party candidate was under pressure after the Yes Daddy tape, in which he said, this is a religious war. So I think he's trying to recalibrate his image.
But he said that tape was doctored.
Yeah?
He said the tape was doctored.
I said it was fake.
Yes.
So which one is fake and which one is doctored? As I tweeted, which was taken over by Lai Mohammed, I asked, how can it be doctored and taped and fake at the same time? It is either doctored or fake. And if it's half doctored, then it is fake. And if it's half fake, then it is doctored. So I think there's lack of sincerity in that ambiguity. So we have to note that, and I think that it was in the backdrop of that, and his characterization as a bigot by that tape by a lot of people that made him try to recalibrate his image by meeting with the Muslim community. The point is that he never met with any Muslim community during the campaigns. He was always meeting with. He was going from church to church, became a pilgrim in Nigeria, moving from church to church. He didn't suffer like T.S. Eliot's pilgrim, who said they had time they had of it, But this one, it was a high time he had of it. It was going high on the Holy Spirit from one church to the other, including the one of Yes Daddy. He was also there, and given a rousing ovation. It was quoted, and not just quoted, it's on video, to have said that the church should take the country back. Now we have the one in which he said there's a religious war and so on. And during the campaigns, when he went to predominantly Muslim areas, he didn't campaign in the predominantly Muslim areas, he campaigned in the predominantly Christian areas. So I think he was kind of pivoting his campaign in the hope that he could get the Jonathan coalition. Jonathan had the coalition in which he swept the whole of the South, including Lagos, and including the Southwest, apart from Osun. And he swept the South, Southeast, and Middle Belt. And I think there was one of the newspapers who came with the map, which showed that you can cut off the Northwest and still win. But he made a great miscalculation. He didn't get the Southwest. So Jonathan also made a great miscalculation because in the last moment discovered that he had alienated the Southwest and started moving from church to church, just like Obi did, and moving from Oba to Oba, where they were giving him putting all kinds of things on his. He didn't know whether they were charms or not, and he was saying "Ami" to them. So you see, you can't go to Kano and go to Sabongari and say that you want to get the vote, the majority of the vote, and say Chiche. You can't go to Sokoto and visit only the Christian community and the Southerners there and think that and a few people wear Northern cap. I think that you are going to win the election. I think and then the consequence of trying to get a full the Rainbow Coalition is that it's going to dilute his Christian votes. Yeah, because the Christian cannot now start lashing out and saying, we don't want the Muslim, I want you are a candidate. When you want to say you are getting a Rainbow Coalition, it becomes very difficult for him to say this. then even it will become difficult for him next time to move from church to church because they'll say, you started again.
All right. We have to move on, but Mike, quickly, we were saying behind the scene that the Imam said that he has always been a part of that community coming to show some solidarity.
The Imam in welcoming him had said that, well, even from when he was the governor, that he had always shown some level of concern to whatever they do and so on. Of course, that was that time. When you are the governor, what you do to put everybody together is actually totally different from this situation now. But however, his association with the Muslim community during the election wasn't as pronounced as one would say someone who is contesting to be president of Nigeria. Because at that point, you're not going to be president for Christians. And you see the miscalculation, you see what it led into, and so on. So it is a lesson for any president of the country, anybody who is going to contest as president of this country. The moment you are going to stand on the ground, either openly or covertly, as someone who is going to either garner support from Muslims alone because you're a Muslim, or garner support from Christians alone because you're a Christian, you're going to miss it. Right. Because Nigeria is very multidimensional in such a way that you need to be able to permeate through all the electorates across the country.
Right.